Chicago's a great example of just a city in crisis, in my view. And who suffers the most? It's the poor. The wealthy people can leave, or like California where I live, like, everyone's leaving, right? It's just poorly run. And so I think it's unfair. If you're wealthy in New York City, you're going to leave, or you have private security, or apparently now I saw this somewhere in California, there's an app where you can just ask for an off-duty policeman to come stand in front of your house because the crime's so bad in LA. Like, okay, this is a huge problem, right? It's like this is not the solution we're looking for. So I don't know. What's your view, John? You probably are more informed than me.
Well, I don't know about that, but I will say this. I'm of two minds. So I talk about these broader subjects and these political issues partly because I care about them, partly because as a show, I think these are conversations we have with our kids all the time. And so I'm hoping that I'm helping people that watch grapple with them. Maybe you don't agree with me, but maybe it helps you think about the reasons why you don't agree with me or you. When it comes to this resurgent socialistic mindset taking place, there's a couple. I think of it through a couple different lenses. So one is, well, time for some good old H.L. Mencken style democracy, which is the theory that the voters know what they want and deserve to get it good and hard. So, all right, New York, you want to elect a 34-year-old Nepo baby who's never held a real job in his life and whose conception of the world is basically built on top of having a super famous filmmaker mother and going to, approaching six-figure high school? Well, you're going to get it good and hard. This guy doesn't know anything about reality. Right. And so maybe that's an experiment that will teach us something or teach somebody something. Where I get a little more worried is it seems like in our political landscape, the center left has utterly collapsed. Mm-hmm. And so you actually have a kind of strange thing where, yes, the right of center all the way out has a bunch of diversity, actually. It has it's got the rhinos or whatever, like the old school Bush Republicans. They're kind of dormant, but you've got like a lot of sort of philosophical and policy and preferential diversity across the right. And you even see like the coalition that is currently in power represents that. Like the Speaker of the House, like not some super radical far right guy. Like he's a pretty moderate guy. And then you've got him in a good relationship with Trump, who's sort of peculiar and uniquely Trumpy and MAGA, and that's Trump. And so that's this interesting coalition on the right. On the left, you have, and maybe this is unfair, but I'm going to say it because this is what I believe to be true. You have a cohort of geriatric corrupt scammers. There's scammers on both sides, but you have like the Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, these are the people that bailed out the banks while claiming they were progressive. They're the people that have voted for every war, despite saying that they were like basically 1960s radicals. And so they're like provably liars. And then you've got the Obama-Hillary crew that really appear to have tried to conduct a coup with the Russiagate stuff, and also have personally enriched themselves manifestly in ways that are objective. Like Barack Obama has a waterfront property, multiple waterfront properties, while claiming that climate change is a problem. But he has a house that's like millions and millions of dollars that he actually held a birthday party at during COVID in Martha's Vineyard. So the center left is just like a rotten sulfuric corpse. And so all that you've got that looks like it's authentic and has real beliefs are the radicals. That's what it seems like. That seems real bad. Like that's real bad for our society, that the only people that are the countervailing place to go if you're whatever are like radical communists. And so my worry, and I know I'm monologuing, but you asked me, so I'll indulge myself. I'm sorry, everyone. Is let's say Mamdani wins, I'm not a good enough politico to know whether the calculus is good for 2028 or for the midterms or any of that. But what I worry is it's quite empowering for the crazy zombie radical lunatics who believe in the 20th century's most murderous ideology. Like, are we going to have a wave of more mayors that are explicitly socialist? I mean, this ideology for me is no better than the Nazis. It's actually worse, and it actually killed more people than the Nazis.
Yeah, it killed 100 million people in the 20th century. Communism did, right?
So I think probably the best answer is you have to fight communism all the time, every day, everywhere, all the time, without end, relentlessly, forever.
I totally agree with you. And yet, if you're in that echo chamber, all you hear is U.S. bad, U.S. bad. I mean, think of even these movies like Wall Street with Michael Dunn. I didn't watch it. Like, I don't want to watch that. Like, everyone's so evil because they have money. Like, if you earned your money fairly, God bless you. You do whatever you want to do. Like, it's none of my business, right? Why would you take that coercively? Take that from me because you think other people should have my money? I mean, it makes no sense at all. So I think, yeah, we have to have this sense of, again, we're back to self-sufficiency. I think that's why we see Hispanics, we see a lot of males moving to that rightward side, which is, like, I can take care of myself. I'm good. I want the government to tell me what to do. And again, we're back to that kind of average, that nudging thing. Yeah. So the government's going to say, well, here's what you must do. Why must? Well, who are you to tell me?
Yeah.
You're a politician. I don't. So I think, you don't want to have sort of civil war, but, I mean, think of Chicago. They've had, coming on 1,000 murders in this year. Like, those are people that no longer exist because you can't just maintain order. And that's, mostly a socialist kind of city, in my view.
Oh yeah,
So
I don't know. The mayor you got like almost 90% of his funding from the teachers' unions, which are truly a parasitic element of our society that shouldn't exist, shouldn't be allowed to exist. The thing, I had Rob Henderson on the show. I don't know how familiar you are with his book Troubled. It's really great. So he coined this term luxury beliefs, which is the beliefs of relatively well-off people that they get to hold in the name of looking friendly and lovely and aren't they great, but that actually inflict costs on everybody else, especially the working class and the poor. And that's what defund the police and all this stuff looks like and is, which is, I can look like I care. It costs me nothing to go into the voting booth and pull a lever, and then I go back to the Upper West Side where I'm safe and where my police haven't been defunded. And then we'll defund the cops and Flatbush and the Bronx see an increase in people dying. Right. And that's just there's nothing moral about that. If you like this clip, we've got so much more where that came from. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss our new videos as they come out each week.